Sarah, what am I going to cook for dinner?
Isn't that the question? Well, lucky you. This week we're talking about resources for meal planning.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
That'll be coming up right after the whistling.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're Finders Keepers, and we're here today. Actually, we want to hear from you too, because we're talking about meal planning. But first, while we're kind of building our audience, I just want to touch bases with you, Rachel. And here we are touching bases. Okay, that's done.
Okay, next.
No, we have, okay, so first of all, we as you know, we live a mile from the sun, and lately it's been like crazy humid.
And decided,
like, my heart goes out to the deep south because I had no idea.
The thing is, I check, my parents are in Tennessee, and I check the weather. Sarah, I check the weather. And our humidity is higher than theirs.
Well, Tennessee, you've got some explaining to do. Tennessee. Okay, moving on. And crazy times. I'm planning trips. I have trips, crazy trips. I'm going up to visit.
I'm going to be here all alone, so
I'm going to visit my mother and her wife in Northern California, the Sacramento area. I'm going to be a week in there. And then
Sarah's leaving. Rachel,
how are you going to do state of the paper?
By myself, I guess.
Yes. We'll have a guest. We'll bring Maribel on.
We'll bring Maribel. Maribel, are you available? What are you doing? What are those days?
And we're doing, in September, we're taking my mother-in-law to Yosemite.
Yes.
And then in October, we're taking my mother again on a camping trip to Morro Bay.
Wow.
Oh, and that's in October.
Now
October.
ask me what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Yeah. She just got her reservations for Stitches, so I just
I'm going to Stitches!
Yeah. So what else? What else?
That's not until February. Whatevs.
We were just having a debate because I swear I have a picture from high school of my friend Erin and Jennifer and Julie Bauman and me doing this.
And
she said this is just recent.
I thought it was more like my kids.
No, recent. This was mid-'80s because I have the photograph, and I'm going to find that picture.
And we're going to post it.
And we are.
And you can see Sarah and her friends going, whatever.
Yeah, and moving on with our other news, yesterday was National Coloring Book Day.
Yay! Sarah got out the Copics and some stamps and did some coloring.
I did, and we set up a little happy National Coloring Book Day. I hope you had time to color something.
Yes, and check it out on Instagram.
Not your mother's walls. That's not what I'm saying.
Boo. And so that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those days, guys.
So let's talk
now.
Let's talk
jump
cooking
in.
because meal planning. Okay, now I love to cook. My friends and family know how much I love to cook. I'm pretty good. You know, I have stuff to learn, but I think I'm pretty good. What do you think, T? Thumbs up?
She's pretty amazing.
Got 2 thumbs up from my son. He says I'm a good cook.
She brought me an apple crisp.
I did.
And
extra
my
apples.
kids and I think they may have left me this much. Like, they devoured it, and I'm like, I haven't had any yet.
You just can't go wrong with butter and sugar. You just can't go wrong.
Cannot go wrong with butter and sugar.
And I don't care what they say. It's like Michael, the movie, you know, when he goes,
Yes.
I don't care what anyone says. You can never have too much sugar.
Never.
So anyway, I have my own kind of meal planning thing that I do. Rachel has her kind of thing that she does. We're just going to kind of start from the top. I have my 2 standby cookbooks. You know how you have a cookbook that just always seems to have what you're looking for, and it's always the greatest recipe. And so it's like, it becomes your standard. I have many cookbooks, but this is the one that's all like marked up and has splatters on the inside. It's like all dinged up and stuff. It's the all new good. It's all new. Yeah, it's
the all new. Wait, let's check the copyright.
Yeah.
Oh, look, she's got stuff in here.
I keep my Nestle Toll House cookie recipe on the inside of my book because sometimes I don't use Nestle Toll House.
Oh, this says 2001.
Oh, okay, not too old.
So it's not too old, but there are older versions of this.
They come out with new ones. I may have switched over at one point. I may have burnt one out. But anyway, so the all new Good Housekeeping cookbook, and this is my old, and the pancake recipe in here, I made some modifications to it, but it's really, really good. And then, of course, The Joy of Cooking.
I have this one.
For holidays, this is where I always go for like big roasts, or like if I'm doing something big that I don't have a lot of experience with, because they explain everything. They go through it step by step. And so that's a really great one to have. And then Rach has one.
I have the old red and white checkered. Is that the Better Homes and Gardens?
I think that might be the Better Homes and Gardens.
The red and white checkered one. Like I have.
Or Betty Crocker.
It might be Betty Crocker. I forgot to bring it. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys. It is. My mom has one, and I just remember her cooking from that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And then I have one that's newer that I got from Costco, and I like to compare them and see how they've changed and what it's really old school. My mom, some of the stuff, and there's like actually Mexican food recipes and
like what do you mean?
Well, like in my mom's there aren't very many like
no ethnic
refried
foods.
like not ethnic foods. It's all like
That's
American
funny.
meat and potatoes kind of stuff, you know.
Wow.
But it's good stuff. But mine, at least now I know that I can cook other stuff. I can cook Chinese food and Mexican food and Italian food, and I can
the whole gamut.
I can do
the big
whole,
three.
Well, there's Indian food.
There's tons. There's tons. I love Greek food. Yeah, it's my thing. I'm sorry. That was funny to me.
It is funny, but that's what it was.
Yes. And so favorite cookbooks. I just got, my mother gave me one of her old cookbooks. I think it's like 100 years old, and it's the White House cookbook. It's
so cool. Like stuff they actually cooked?
Yeah, it's the recipes that they used in the White House.
The presidents ate this food.
Yeah, like Taft, like 100 years ago. Yeah, right? So this was a while back.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to make me something from that. I don't know that she has. Have you made me anything from that yet?
No, I just like to look at it. I haven't made anything. Okay. Some of the measurements are funky, because it's old time. So, but I'll try something.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll post about it.
Hi, Evelyn.
Hey, Evie.
Thank you for joining us. We're talking about cookbooks today here at Finders Keepers.
Food.
So chime in if you have a favorite cookbook that you like to use. We're talking meal planning.
Yeah, meals, food.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And meals take planning. Like my favorite kind of cooking is the kind where I have like an event. Like I love cooking for parties.
She is a party planner cooker.
And like for the holidays. But
I love being Sarah's friend.
Like the day-to-day grind.
I love being Sarah's friend. It is such a
She gets to be the tasting test. Here, taste this. But the day-to-day grind of like, what are we going to eat today? I'm kind of on this thing where I'm trying to lose weight. I've had some success and I've had some, I don't want to call it failure.
It's not failure. You're just maintaining.
I'm maintaining, and it's kind of frustrating. But so I've had to kind of adjust the way I cook. So I've had to make some changes.
And in doing that,
I discovered some great resources online.
Really great resources.
The first recipe website I want to share, the name maybe suggests that it's not a healthy. It's tater tots and Jello, but she
has some really great healthy recipes.
She has some good. She has both. It's like real food,
That's Jen, right?
That's Jen.
Jen Hadfield.
Yeah.
You guys too. You're here with us at Finders Keepers, and we're talking about meal planning and foods and stuff like that. We don't really have a lot to show you today, except our lovely faces.
I could go grab my apple crisp. It's still in there.
Oh gosh, don't even tempt me because I won't say. I'll just sit here and eat it. But we're going to put links up to all of these so that you guys don't have to worry about writing them down or remembering them. Just enjoy our lovely faces.
And if you have a favorite, though, chime in because I would like to hear what you guys have found too. We love also Pioneer Woman.
Who doesn't love?
Oh my gosh!
Pioneer Woman. Her
best
Texas
mashed
sheet
potatoes.
Cake. You went with potatoes. I went with dessert.
Yeah, that's about it. Potatoes and dessert. What else do you need in life?
A little bit. Oh, Evelyn has chimed in with Alton Brown's "I'm Just Here for More Food." So
okay.
We'll
I've never even heard of that. Is that
I haven't either.
Is that a book?
Is it a book, Evelyn?
Let us know. Is it a book or a website? Because we'll find it and we'll add that into the list.
Yeah, Alton Brown is great. I love his Good Eats.
I know.
TV show.
How do I not know Alton Brown? Is he on cable or something?
Oh my God, you don't even know. Oh,
I don't have TV.
Okay, she doesn't do TV. So I will introduce you to Alton Brown. He does this really good show called Good Eats, and he breaks down how food cooks, why it cooks. He even
that's
skits
like
and stuff.
That's like that magazine, Cooks Illustrated.
It's a cookbook. Evelyn says it's a cookbook, so we're gonna check that out here too.
There's Cooks Illustrated, which I forgot to mention, and that is a great. What they do in that magazine is they say I wanted to make gravy without having to do this or that. Or I wanted to make a biscuit that wasn't greasy but super crisp. And so they go through their whole process of experimenting, like what they eliminated and added and how they created the recipe, and then they give you the recipe.
Oh, cool.
And so that's a cool, if you want to learn about like the science of cooking, which is one of the things
that's what Alton Brown does. So like he breaks this down
really
into
interesting to me.
proteins, like
Yeah.
why when you whip an egg, why
It
to make
froths up.
meringue,
Yeah.
why does it do that? And he
Like incorporating
it's really
air,
cool.
yeah.
A lot of science and stuff. So I'll find some episodes
Yeah.
and we'll hook you up.
Yeah, that'll be great. See, I'm learning. This is
She's
good.
learning.
And then next, recipe apps. I have an app that I go to all the time.
Hi, Leanie.
Oh, hi, Leanne. Oh, yes, Ree. Oh, my gosh. And you know what I love? I love her dishes. Like, she comes out with Pioneer Woman.
Oh, Pioneer Woman.
She has kitchen products that are really cute. And
like that you can go buy at like Kohl's or something.
I guess. I don't really know where you can buy them because I haven't bought any. I'm always trying to win them. She always has these contests on her website, and I enter every time.
You haven't won yet?
Haven't won any.
Okay, Pioneer Woman, we're calling you out. Sarah enters every time. She gets to get a little something.
She does these little trivia contests and stuff.
Oh,
and
how
I'm always
fun.
in there like putting in the answers. Come on, give me
Come
my
on,
bowl.
Sarah.
I want the dish. Nope.
I do
Nothing
that
so
with,
far.
I do that with Rachel Ray's garbage pail. You know that big bowl that Rachel Ray uses? She's got a line, I think it's at Kohl's or something. And it's just it's just a big bowl.
Yeah.
But it's Rachel Ray's big bowl, and it's
Yeah.
orange, which I didn't like, but then she came out, I think, with a line of blue.
Oh.
And so I was like, oh,
Okay.
maybe I need to purchase.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good. I have chickens, so that's also great to have a bowl there that
Yeah.
you can put in and then give it to the chickens.
Give it all to the chickens.
Apps. My favorite app is
Yes.
All Recipes.
Hands down, the
And
easiest
because
one.
you can organize your stuff on there, and I really like. And also, though, the Food Network has one,
Yeah.
and what's cool about that one is you get to choose the people whose shows you like.
Yes.
And it'll keep you updated on stuff
On
that
new
they're coming
stuff
out
that
with,
they're
and you
coming
can
out with.
organize it by the person too, I believe. So that's kind of cool.
It's like Amazon for
Yeah.
cookers.
Yeah, and then there's another one
Cookers.
that I've discovered in my my path to better health is Forks Over Knives, which is a
Forks.
great app,
For knives.
and it's vegetarian. I believe it's vegetarian. It might be vegan.
Nice.
I'm not sure. No, it's vegetarian because there's cheese in it. Some of the recipes, but they'll
Okay.
tell you some of the recipes are vegan
Okay.
and vegetarian, and but they're good. They have these potato tacos. Well, they're potatoes. So what are you gonna do?
How can you go wrong with potatoes? Again, potatoes and dessert. It all comes full
I
circle.
think I'm doomed. I think I'm
Potatoes
doomed.
and dessert. Leanne says, I just want to live on her ranch, on the Pioneer Woman's ranch.
Yes, and then she can cook for us.
for me.
Absolutely, Leanne. We should all.
We
I
should
think
all
she'd
go
like
visit.
it. She's so hospitable. I think
She
she'd like
seems
it.
so hospitable. Yeah, I think we should just show up.
Yeah. Seems
Road
like
trip!
She seems really nice, and yeah. There's another woman, I don't know her name, but she cooks for her family, and it's like Southern food.
Is it
which-
Trisha Yearwood?
No, well, no,
She's-
but I love Trisha Yearwood.
she's
Her
another
show's
good one.
amazing. But the other one is, what's her name? She just is amazing, and she cooks for her family, but it's all, I mean, it's nothing I can eat anymore because I'm trying to lose weight.
She's
It's like
trying to-
all butter, like crazy, like
Paula
Southern
Deen?
food. No, not Paula Deen. I know
Paula Deen does all butter.
I know Paula Deen.
Patty?
Oh, hi, Patty.
Oh, hi, Patty. I thought you were telling us the name of the person your mom
Yeah.
was trying to be. Sorry,
So
Patty.
hi, Patty. We're talking about meal planning and like what we do to kind of get through, the day-to-day
day-to-day.
stuff, and then
what are we
some of the
gonna have
apps
for
we
dinner?
use, and what are we gonna apps for apps? What are we gonna apps,
Apps for dinner. There's an app for that.
Because we're talking about apps right now. So anyway, now moving on to meal planning.
Actual meal planning.
Okay, so there are several websites and magazines that actually do great jobs.
They kind of do it for you.
Yeah.
If you want to just follow it directly, and then you can go in and modify.
The first one I want to talk about is I don't know how to pronounce her last name, and I always mispronounce it. But the site is Living Well, Spending Less, and she does those frozen
Ruth.
meals.
That's Ruth.
We're
just gonna say Ruth.
I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway,
Sorry,
but
Ruth.
she's really sweet, and she does these great meals where you do like you get it, you get a whole bunch of stuff at the store,
Yeah.
and then you put it in Ziploc bags, and you make the sauces. You take it to a certain point, and then you stop and zip it up and put it in the freezer.
Freeze it. Yeah.
And then
label everything
when you
and freeze
need,
it.
it's like meals in minutes. You get it out,
Yeah.
or thaw it or whatever, and then you like cook it up however it's supposed to be cooked. and add a salad and you're done.
And
so
you're
like
done.
all the prep work is done.
And you just like spend a Saturday or Sunday or
Truman,
something.
we did that.
Yeah,
Remember?
you guys did it.
We did it, and we had a really good time chopping everything up and getting everything
Yeah.
ready, and it was really fun and very efficient way to run a kitchen. And
Makes you feel like a real for real
you
chef.
get like with one of her things, I think you get like 10 meals. So it's basically like 2 weeks.
Okay. 2 weeks of meal plan,
of dinners. Basically,
That's I love
for
that.
a family of four.
And
It's pretty good. It's pretty cost effective. I'm always looking for ways to save money because I have 2 teenagers, and wow,
They
oh my
can
gosh,
put it away.
wow!
I don't know
food
where they put
disappears
it.
like crazy. Just
Where
boom.
do they put it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The other website I like to use that's very for if you're short on money, thrifty person, $5 dinners. It's the number 5 and then dollardinners.com.
Dollardinners.com.
And they do really cool meal planning ideas. But there's 2 magazines that actually publish calendars
Like a full month, which is kind of how
with
I
meals.
plan.
And one of them is Women's Day, which I know, like my
Women's Day?
my mother subscribed to
I'm gonna
that
start walking
magazine.
with my cane again.
Truman. Yeah, my teenager says we have a secret underground storage.
That's where they put their food.
Yeah, that's where they put it.
They save it away
Nice.
for winter.
Good to know. He's hoarding the food.
Nice.
So
Women's
anyway,
Day.
Women's Day. Yeah, my mother had this magazine, but the great
Mine
thing about
too.
what they do is they lay out a month of meals, but then they use leftover pieces from
Like
if you roast a chicken, the next night you might make soup. So
like the leftovers from the roasted chicken.
Yeah, make the broth and all
I
that.
think that's
So
brilliant.
it's kind of brilliant. And my mother shopped from that calendar for a while. It's in my childhood, trying to feed a family of 6
That's
on a
what
real
you
tight
do.
budget, and it worked.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I know they're really old school, and they're not like the flashiest magazine on the rack. I totally get that.
But if you pass all the
Yeah.
non-flash
yeah,
and get to the
they kind of
recipes,
make it happen. I mean,
Right.
so hats off to Women's Day.
I think it's
Yeah.
brilliant.
And then the other person who does that is Rachel Ray.
Yes.
Now, it's going to cost you a little more than Women's Day because the magazine costs
Because
more.
it's- yeah.
But also, the food
Some
that
of
she
the
uses
ingredients are more
are a little bit higher end.
high
you know.
end.
Hi, Joanne.
Hi, Joanne. We're not making cards today. We're talking about meal planning.
We're talking about
food.
meal planning, and we're sharing all of our favorite food resources. So if you have a favorite cookbook or an app or a website that you go to, let us know.
Or a favorite
'Cause we're
recipe.
sharing all those, and we're going to post it up on the blog.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
We're always looking for new stuff, which I'm sure we're not the only people that are always looking for new recipes for their families. I mean,
Oh my gosh, no. I have, okay, here's how I do it.
is that where we
I was
are
gonna
now?
say, well, I want to say last, meal services. And actually there are places you can go like on a weekend and make those frozen dinner things.
Yes.
And you can
It's like a party.
You make it's like a party. It's a huge industrial kitchen and you just prep everything, which is nice because you have control over the ingredients. Oh, Joanne's in Hawaii. Aloha!
Thanks for
Aloha!
joining us.
I just sliced up a pineapple.
Ooh, we're gonna have that for lunch.
Yeah. Okay, we'll be thinking of Joanne.
I think of Joanne at lunch.
So, meal services.
Right.
My sister-in-law's using Blue Apron. She loves it.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't tried any.
Oh,
of
hi,
these.
Alyssa.
Hi,
It's
Lisa.
so good to see you. We're
I
talking
haven't-
about recipes and meal planning.
I haven't tried any of these yet. They seem a little pricey, out of my price range right
Well,
now.
for a family, I think they are. My sister-in-law, it's just her and her husband.
Oh, that's right.
Because their kids are grown and
That's
gone.
right. You did tell me that.
But yes, but for 2 people, super affordable, and like
Really
she's saying,
good.
like the quality's really good, the meals are really
Cool.
good. She's a
wanna
little
try
bit more adventurous in terms of like like food, like her palate is a a little bit more sophisticated or whatever.
Sophisticated.
Like I'm kind of a basics kind
Meat
of gal.
and potatoes.
Yeah.
Meat and
But
potatoes.
there's also Hello Fresh and Home Chef was the
Home
one
Chef.
that you had heard
Yeah.
of. So they're pretty cool
Check those out.
and yum.
And well, yeah.
I love the idea of having stuff because I hate the grocery shopping
I
part.
hate the grocery.
Yeah,
Oh.
but this is what I do. So I'm going to share you some of my techniques.
Okay, so
First
we're
of
on
all, I have an iPhone and they have a notes app, and this is real simple.
Any
but what
phone
I do,
will have a notes
Yeah.
type app.
I have a note, and at the top of my note, I have this week's dinners
This week's dinners.
written, and then when I get to the store and I see what's on sale and stuff, I start to fill in what I'm having for dinner each
Right.
night because I like to shop the sales.
Right.
And then beneath that, I have ideas for lunches and ideas for snacks. And then underneath that, I have the master list. And it's like basically I have about 20
Right.
or so things that I make for my family that I keep in rotation.
That you just rotate.
And that vary seasonally.
Yeah.
Because there's some things, like I do this thing with baked beans and little hot dogs and the cornbread. And I wouldn't serve
You're
that
not
in the
gonna
middle of
have that.
summer. I would do that more in
It's
the fall.
95% humidity.
You just don't want it, you know. But like we do a lot of salads and colder stuff in the summer because
cold
it's,
sandwiches and
because
salads.
it's so hot, and I don't want to make my kitchen really heats
It's
up.
warm.
So there's that. And then I plan about 5 meals a week, and then one night we do leftovers, and one night we do takeout, and that's kind of basically what I do. Unless if money's real short, I skip the takeout and I plan for 6 meals.
More leftovers, or something.
Because we eat leftovers for lunch too, because we're all eating all day long.
Yeah, see, that's me. I do very similar. She uses her notes app. I use my calendar, and I have my grocery store and Target and Costco. And so then in that notes section, I write what I'm getting from those places. And so I go once a week to those places, or you know, whatever the schedule is. And I usually eat my leftovers for lunch, though. That's typically, we are a family of 3, and so I basically cook for 4 because that's kind of how a lot of recipes are. And so then it's great because then I have, you know, leftovers for me for lunch, and my kids have to have, you know, sandwiches or school lunches.
So that's cool.
So, but I actually sit down with my planner and I plan out, I write it down. I write on my planner, and I do, I try to, we eat like chicken, turkey, pork, and beef. I mean, that's like our proteins. And so I try to alternate. So I have chicken and beef and like a poultry.
Do you ever throw in like a vegetarian something?
No.
Mac and cheese? No, nothing like that. Because I try to do at least one vegetarian, some kind of spaghetti thing usually or something.
Well, I put sauce in, or I put meat in my spaghetti sauce.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I guess I have told my children before when mommy's tired, go make a box of macaroni.
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian. That's healthy. I hadn't thought of it that way.
That's just good parenting.
That's just good parenting, Sarah. Yeah, go eat a box of macaroni and cheese. Mommy's not cooking tonight. It's fend for yourself night.
It happens. It does. Oh my gosh, it so happens. And I try to plan, like I have meals that are more, like I have right now, I planned a meal where I'm going to roast a chicken and make some mashed potatoes and a big salad because it's my son's favorite
When are you doing this?
and gravy.
When are we doing this?
Well,
Tonight?
I'm probably going to do it Friday night because Friday night I have more room in the afternoon for cooking. Last night I was a little bit pinched for time, so I baked a salmon and made some rice, and it goes real fast. I can have dinner ready in 45 minutes.
There won't be leftovers for me on Monday. You need to do it on a weeknight when I'm coming to the studio.
Okay, I'll do it on.
I'm just kidding. Do it
when you're confusing me and you're screwing up my calendar. Okay,
this is what I live for. If you guys haven't noticed, I live to screw up her calendar.
And I'm kind of a saint about it, just so you know.
Got real quiet. Cue the crickets.
So that's kind of what we have to offer you in terms of resources that we use and that you use.
And
you guys were
I hope that you guys, again, will chime in, and you've added some great cookbooks, but we'd love to hear your favorite recipes or your favorite apps or websites or anything like that, because I think everybody's always looking to, you know, to expand their palettes of
like the repertoire.
That's the word I was looking for, because it really
find interesting ways. What I always look for is the number of ingredients in a recipe, because if it has more than like 5 or 7 ingredients, it's not going to make it to my weeknight machine, because I've got to have
add one more thing.
Quick. Yeah,
the 4 ingredient cookbook. 4 tater tot casserole. 3 words: tater tot casserole.
She makes this
4 ingredients. It is all non-fat. It's totally fat-free. It's delicious.
Leanne thinks we're funny.
Yeah.
Thanks, Leanne.
Thanks, Leanne.
Yes.
We're a little hilarious. We're a little delirious.
Delirious, yeah. We have something to show you, too. Moving on now. So we're moving away from food for just a minute. We want to show you the freebie wallpaper that's yours for the taking.
Bam!
Boom. Go get it right now.
Don't stop until you're proud.
Yeah.
Proud. Smile.
Don't start not believing. Yeah.
I like that.
So that is our August wallpaper. You go to our website under freebies, wallpaper, and it'll be right on top. And there's 3 different versions.
3 versions.
And mostly, I think for most people, you right click on it or double click on it. It'll open up
And
a bigger
it'll save
version. And most computers today would then give you the, say, like, do you want to put this on your desktop?
Right. Save it to your desktop.
Yeah, that's what most people
Or use
say.
it as your desktop. Joanne loves tater tot casserole.
Nice. Potatoes, yeah.
Potatoes and meat.
And then our very last item today, we're putting together, dun, 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 there's a tag kit. It's actually a 2-parter kit coming into our website, into our blog, into our store, our shop, very, very soon. It is.
I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just going to kind of show you
this
side.
is the box. The box comes as a plain wood. I stained this, which I will be demoing tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna talk Rachel through it. I made the sample, so I'm gonna help her out. And then you get tags and paper and ribbons and clips and like all kinds of crazy stuff. And you make these adorable little. It's like kind of like a scrapbook that sits in here. You can sit on your desk. You can give it to grandma to have at her next to her computer or whatever, and just you can look through it. It's like there's little tags and they have pictures and embellishment. I'm not sure. I think it has to be closer. T, am I right?
Probably.
I don't think. Here, let me get up and bring it in.
Don't get it too close. We don't want to give everything away.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's a secret.
Moving it away. Okay.
We wanted to give you an extreme close-up. Extreme.
That's right. That's right. That's what we do.
It's so cute, you guys.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
It's really cute. You get tons of paper. You get washi tape. You get all kinds of stuff. And we're going to show you what we did with our stamps. You can use any of your own stamps. I guarantee any stamps you have will work.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's going to be really fun. And we're going to be doing that tomorrow morning live at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Hope you can make it. If
Pacific
you can't,
time.
we repost everything to YouTube and it stays on Facebook.
It stays on Facebook.
So
it stays
awesome.
on YouTube. And we're very excited to share it with you because we had so much fun when we got together to do these. There was stuff everywhere and
the kit in our post in our blog in our shop. Thank you. Is a 2-parter because you buy the box separately because we thought you might want to just do the tags as like on gifts or something.
You may want to use them just as regular gift tags.
But this is just if you wanted to do like a home decor, like a little thing that could sit on a table or a shelf.
It's so cute.
I'm going to give a couple as gifts at Christmas time. I have a friend that I think would really like this, and probably to the grannies. Probably the grannies. They're not watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
I don't think my mother knows how to get onto Facebook and watch a live video. Sorry, Mom. I just don't think you do.
Once.
I don't think you do.
Joined us once.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, she told us Captain and Tennille.
Yeah.
For Muskrat Love.
Okay. So, anyways.
How are we doing? Oh, we're done.
We're done.
We're
good
done.
for time. Thank you so much for stopping by. We had so much fun today.
And as always, if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them below or on any of our social media.
We answer things immediately.
Well,
Immediately. Within 50 seconds.
Woohoo!
That's just our policy.
That's just good policy, Sarah.
I don't know. We do our best.
We do our best. Please join us next week for Today to the Paper and tomorrow for our demo class. I'll take care of her. Don't worry.
Goodness.
Don't worry. She'll be okay.
Thank you so much for coming. This was really fun. I think we nailed it.
I think we nailed it.
Okay.
Let's stop.
All right.